Recent headlines suggesting AI will wipe out millions of careers are triggering a very real sense of anxiety. Looking at how fast this technology is moving, that concern is a rational response to a genuine shift in the labor market. Data from the World Economic Forum identifies 92 million existing jobs that face displacement globally between now and 2030. At the same time, technological innovation and the green transition are expected to create 170 million new roles. This results in a net growth of 78 million jobs worldwide. 10 specific roles are seeing their core functions move toward automation at a rapid pace. Telemarketers now face a 99% probability of displacement. Data entry, cashiers, and receptionists follow closely, alongside billing clerks, legal assistants, and administrative staff. These roles share a reliance on rule-bound processes and repetitive tasks. AI excels at executing these functions at a scale and speed that manual labor cannot match. Automation targets the execution level of a job. A customer service department might deploy AI to handle 85% of routine tickets, allowing the human staff to pivot toward resolving complex exceptions and managing strategy. Career survival in this window depends on moving away from the rote tasks AI is taking over. Success requires a transition into strategic functions and technical oversight before current skill sets reach their expiration date. We can map these risks using a quadrant chart. We place predictability on the horizontal axis and interaction type on the vertical. The red zone for immediate displacement is the routine, data-facing quadrant, containing data entry clerks, billing clerks, and proofreaders. Workers in this quadrant are moving from manual data processing to quality assurance. Instead of entering information, the role involves auditing the outputs of AI systems to ensure 100% accuracy. This pivot allows an employee to retain their position by becoming the pilot of the automation tool. The value shifts from the act of processing to the act of verification. There is a significant trade-off in mental fatigue. Daily output is now dictated by the speed of a machine, requiring a constant rhythm of verification that can be more exhausting than manual entry. Remaining in the data quadrant requires high-tech literacy and a willingness to trade physical repetition for constant cognitive monitoring. The bottom right quadrant covers routine human interactions. This includes telemarketers, receptionists, and Tier 1 customer service agents. Chatbots and AI voice agents are becoming the default for simple inquiries and scheduling. Human workers in these fields are moving toward complex relationship management and handling high-stakes escalations. This moves an employee into a higher-paying, consultative role. You become the specialist who intervenes when the automated system fails to resolve a client-specific problem. The trade-off is an intense emotional workload. Since AI filters out all the easy, pleasant interactions, the human workday becomes a series of pure escalations. Every conversation involves navigating frustration and conflict. Future human-facing roles in this quadrant focus on repairing broken trust and navigating the emotional nuances that remain beyond the reach of conversational AI. Junior knowledge workers sit in the top left quadrant. Entry-level software developers, paralegals, and financial analysts are facing a direct challenge to their traditional career path. AI tools now handle boilerplate code, routine document review, and basic data gathering that previously served as primary training tasks for novices. Succeeding in these fields now requires leveraging AI to bypass the grunt work phase. Success involves engaging immediately in system architecture, legal strategy, and complex financial modeling. For those who adapt, this creates an accelerated leap to senior-level advisory work. You can begin contributing to high-level strategy much earlier in your career lifecycle. However, this shift alters the way professionals are trained. AI handles the thousands of hours of rote practice that historically built a worker's foundational intuition. This forces novices to develop senior-level diagnostic skills without the benefit of that gradual, repetitive practice. Knowledge work now demands that entry-level employees operate with the strategic judgment of a mid-career professional from their very first day. Delegating routine tasks to an AI co-pilot can provide massive productivity gains. It allows a single worker to perform the volume of an entire team. There is a specific threat in over-relying on these systems, a trend known as token maxing. This happens when a worker uses AI to do the thinking for them, rather than just the execution. The ultimate danger here is de-skilling. If you rely on AI to analyze every problem and draft every solution, you lose the fundamental comprehension of your craft. This loss of independent judgment makes you easily replaceable by the next version of the software. You can use this future-proof scorecard to audit your daily value. Work centered on batch processing, script reading, and basic syntax carries a high risk. The green checks represent strategic planning, emotional nuance, and judgment under uncertainty. For entry-level workers, survival means becoming the AI conductor. You must operate the technology with more precision and creativity than anyone else in your organization. Mid-level and senior workers should prioritize uniquely human elements, focus on building high-trust relationships, and navigating the complex business contexts that AI cannot yet synthesize. AI automates specific functions within a role. Long-term career security depends on ensuring your job is defined by its strategic value and human judgment, rather than a single automatable task.